What is going on, guys? Ghost with the Gamers Weekly here, and today we will be reviewing the Mp5. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you guys so much. You guys gave us 47 views in the first 2 days of our P416 weapon review being up, so just thank you guys for that. You guys have been really supportive. We're a newer channel, and I did not do that great on the last video. Admittedly, it was kind of just monotone and sort of melancholy sounding, but did not show much emotion. But the thing that happened was it was like 12:30 in the morning, or at night you could say, and I was trying to record and I just was really sick. But so we'll just get right into the video, but I just wanted to apologize and thank you guys real quick for all the love and support. So the Mp5, it's one of the most popular submachine guns in video games to date. It is used by special forces around the world and by police worldwide, and it's one of my favorite SMGs ever. In Modern Warfare 2, it was really good. In Black Ops 1, I believe it was one of the worst weapons in Black Ops 1, but they brought that back sort of later into the Call of Duty. But this is Ghost Recon, so I'm going to be reviewing the Mp5 for you guys today. So first thing you should know, it has got a ton of customizability. You can just customize the crap out of this weapon. It is one of the most customizable SMGs in the game, which is what I really like. I always add a silencer on to the weapons just because that's how I roll. I usually go stealth, but they come with a silencer automatically unless it's a legendary. As for recoil, and as far as that goes, I will be going over the different recoil patterns. The first one we've got on the list is without compensating for recoil, which is what you're going to see now. So as you can see, it kicks a pretty good amount. This is with compensating for recoil. And finally, we have burst firing / compensation. So as you can see, it kicks a ton to the right without compensating. I would highly recommend you have a grip on this weapon. Either that or you're just god tier with compensating with a console controller, which I know for PC users is a pain in the rear, but we're sorry guys, we have consoles and that's just the deal with it. So location, it's just like the P416. You literally spawn in the game with this weapon, which I love that they just give you some of the better weapons right off the bat. The P416, I think I overpraised last time. It is one of the better starting weapons. It's not the best, and it's not one of the best. It was one of my favorites just because I'm used to having ARs with a lot of kick and stuff from Call of Duty or Modern Warfare. It reminded me of the ACR, except it wasn't as fat as the ACR aesthetically, but I love how the Mp5 it's so versatile. You can use it at long range in this game, and there's no like drop off with range. There is a little once you hit like 400 meters, but no one in their right mind is going to be using a submachine gun at 400 meters. So one of the best features the Mp5 has is the select fire option, which I don't use in this video, but you can select how many rounds per minute you want to use, and that is a key and important tool that you can use in your arsenal of different weapons. Because if you're doing long range shots, even if you have an SMG equipped, say you've got a red dot sight, there's a enemy about, I don't know, 200 meters out, and he's the last one. He's about to alert the entire base, which is a very specific scenario, but you get into it a lot in Ghost Recon. But you can just pop that guy, or in general use you can just pop anyone in the head. It's very useful for headshots. I've used it a lot. I think it's one of the best features about Ghost Recon. There's so much customizability with the weapons, and I think they put a lot of love and effort into this game. You can definitely see it in the micro details, especially like with the terrain. If you guys watch a different video on this, there are a lot of videos about it, I think, and I might do one on it, but they modeled the entire game after Bolivia as closely as they could. Obviously some details are off, but they can't do everything, obviously. But I definitely think the SMGs in this game are more balanced than other Ubisoft games that they've done. Definitely more so than Tom Clancy's The Division. Not bashing The Division, I absolutely love that game. It's gonna always hold a special place in my heart. I love Tom Clancy games in general, but SMGs, oh my gosh, they were just so overpowered. And I think a lot of people, so many people overlook the fact of how difficult it is to get the balance of damage to range to reload speed to weight, physical weight, and just different elements in the game for the different characters and for the weapons. So I think Ubisoft is really trying. They're obviously not throwing a game out there. They're trying to make money. That's most companies' goals today, is just to make money. But I think they're having a good time and having fun making good games along the way. So I'm appreciative of that. And I can also appreciate the effort that you guys put as a community into looking up the weapons and just clicking on this video. I mean, thank you. You guys are awesome with that. We just transferred over from a weapon review to a thank you vid. So, but just, I think we as a community can just support Ubisoft as much as they can. Obviously, they have their quirks and their downfalls as well, but I think we can just help them out and communicate to them what we want to see. If you guys paid attention to the first ever patch of Ghost Recon, they put tiny features like weapon tweaks, and one of the bigger ones was people were complaining that the radios in the LANs were too loud, like the stereos. Well, they have an option now where you can completely just turn them off, where that was difficult for me as well because I have a high audio headset. Like, my headset is very sensitive to audio because I tweak it so I can hear the enemy's footsteps, etc. So that was good for me, and I think they really listened to the community. A lot of people tweeted them and said, hey, can you do something about this option? Can you do something about this option? It's just different things that they communicate with their community about, and I think a lot of game developers miss that in the construction of their games and what different patches to do. So as far as the Mp5 goes, they patched it a little bit. Obviously, there's not much to patch because it's a very balanced weapon. As far as my recommendations go, I would use it up to level 13. That would be my cap. Level 13 is a specific level, and level 14, even 12 maybe, where you just get in those 3 levels or close to those 3 levels where you have different legendaries that are dropping after your first boss. You'll be getting different weapons based on who you kill in the game. So I think that's good as well. As far as the Mp5 goes, I would definitely recommend using it. Also, at the same time, just go with what works for you. It's your game. You can enjoy it the way you want to. So thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for just being there and listening to us, and just for clicking on this video. By clicking on it, you're supporting what we do and enabling us to help you guys out further. So without further ado, I've been Ghost with the Gamers Weekly, and we will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.